23 victims of the Nairobi blast have been discharged from hospital after receiving medical attention. 5 are still undergoing treatment, with 2 in intensive care. However, there is still no official communication from investigating officers and the police on what exactly was the cause of the blast. Kofi Anirij reports.
The scene of the blast is still sealed off with a heavy security presence. Kenyans watching from the sidelines just to catch a glimpse of what remains of Asanant House. Only 5 victims of the blast are still admitted at the Kenyatta National Hospital. 2 of them under intensive care with between 50% and 90% burns.
Our doctors are doing everything possible to ensure that we save their lives. We know it's going to be difficult and tough, but we are doing everything possible professionally to ensure that we restore them to health.
Medical sources at the hospital had hinted that the victims had similar characteristics as victims of previous blasts that had hit the city. However, Medical Services Minister Professor Anyang' Nyong'o and the hospital's CEO Richard Lesiyampe declined to comment on the issue.
The hospital management can only diagnose from previous experience what they see in their patients. As to exactly where those shrapnel come from and what causes them, that is the responsibility of the Ministry of Internal Security.
For us at Kenyatta National Hospital, we are actually dealing with the wounds. We are dealing with the injuries. I think on the details of what caused those injuries, I think the minister has responded appropriately.
Soon after the blast on Monday, Kenya's Prime Minister Raila Odinga was quick to point an accusing finger to terror elements, especially Somalia's Al-Shabaab militant group, which is believed to be behind a series of attacks in various parts of the country since the Kenya Defense Forces entered into Somalia to fight the same group after 2 tourists were kidnapped in the coastal town of Lamu and taken into Somalia.
Kenyans will not surrender to terrorists. We will not surrender our sovereignty to terrorists. These people are cowards.
In Nairobi alone, 7 people have died from 5 separate attacks since October last year. Security has become an issue of concern to many Kenyans.
CCTV, Nairobi, Kenya.